All right, functions, we are going to go ahead and add two matrices with variables in them. So we are going to do that right now. If you could set up your matrices A plus B, that would be great. Go ahead and hit pause and do that. Okay, so to do that, we're going to take row 1, column 1, plus row 1, column 1. We're going to go ahead and do Q plus 0, Q plus 0, and since, or you could just put Q, because anything plus 0 is just itself. We're going to do 1 plus M. Well, 1 plus M, those are not like terms, so we cannot combine them. When adding and subtracting, you can only combine like terms. So I'm just going to write 1 plus M. Another way to write that appropriately would be M plus 1. Then I'm going to do negative 3 plus negative 2. Well, negative 3 and negative 2, those are like terms. They're just numbers, so I can combine those. I can combine these like terms. So negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. So I go ahead and combine those. So that would be there. And then, let's see what color. How would I use this one? All right, and then I'm going to do R plus 9. Again, those are not like terms, so I'm just going to write R plus 9. Okay, so all of that is going to equal matrix C. So equals, and then I'm going to write my matrix C. 5, 4, F, and 8. Alright, so now to solve, all we have to do is take each thing with a variable and set it equal to whatever this is. So just like adding and subtracting, I'm going to take the Q plus 0 equals 5, and I'm going to set that up. So again, anything plus 0 is itself equals 5, and that one is done. Then I'm just going to go to the next one, because it doesn't matter what order you do it in. I could go down here, I could go over here, but I just like going right to left. So I'm going to do 1 plus M and set that equal to what's given to me, which is 4. So 1 plus M is equal to 4. I need my M to be by itself, so the 1 is being added to it, and it's a positive 1. To make that a 0, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 1 from both sides, and I'm left with M is equal to 3. Okay, now we're going to do that with the negative 5. Negative 5 is equal to F. So negative 5 is equal to F. That one's easy, and that one's done. That was almost as easy as the Q, except I didn't have to add anything to it. You could also write F is equal to negative 5. And then I have this one. So R plus 9 is equal to 8. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. It gives me a 0, and I am left with R is equal to negative 1. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract two matrices, and I am given A and B, and I need to subtract it. So to do A minus B, the first thing I'm going to do is distribute a negative 1 to everything that's inside of here. And if I multiply every term in here, every entry in here by negative 1, I'm going to get the opposite sign, because negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. And negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8. And negative 1 times negative 3c is positive 3c. So now I have my new terms, and I can just add these together. So now after distributing the negative 1, I can then add the matrices. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now I'm going to write, this is going to be A. Alright. So again, like before, I'm going to take this one, and now that I've distributed, I can add them together. 3A plus 2, well, neither of those are like terms, so I'm just going to write 3A plus 2, and that is my first entry. Then I'm going to do negative 1 plus negative 5. Well, negative 1 plus negative 5 is negative 6, and they are like terms, so I can combine them. Then I'm going to do the negative 4 plus 8 negative 4b, excuse me, and those are not like terms, so I am just going to write negative 4b plus 8. And then my last one, 0 plus 3c is just 3c. And that is how you can add and subtract matrices with variables. Please get that in your notes. If that was something that you didn't do well on the formative, I would like you to take note of that and go ahead and add that to your notes.